Beautiful guys, we are seeing Ethereum taking off after the Bitcoin ETF is approved, and that is something that we actually have been anticipating for the month of January, guys. I've been talking about this for so long that Ethereum's time will be in January, and we can see it's very beautiful breaking out not only against US dollar terms but also against Bitcoin terms. So guys, we're going to have a look at it in today's video next to having a look at Bitcoin and some altcoins. So guys, let's jump straight into it. First of all, guys, I hope everyone survived this massive event the other day with just crazy what happened in the crypto space, right? We had fake news from the SEC posting on Twitter that the Bitcoin ETF was approved, while it actually should be posted one day later. And yeah, they say that their account was hacked. Elon Musk also confirmed that the SEC's account was hacked. Definitely possible, but it's kind of strange, right, that one day before the actual approval there goes quite a formal statement of the approval. So it also looks like that they made kind of a mistake with the planning of that tweet, so that they already created that tweet for the planning for that Wednesday, but it actually already got published on Tuesday. So what we actually saw was very interesting, guys, because we had a sell the news event, right? We did saw that this candle came pretty hard down into the support, not even a big liquidation cascade actually, so that was pretty nice because we didn't had extreme high fundings. That's very beautiful in this moment because there were not a lot of people over leveraged long, so we didn't get a big flush. The funding rates were pretty low, so that was a good signal. Then we could retest the support. Right now, Bitcoin is just bouncing off from the support. So personally, guys, when I'm looking at this price action, it's looking pretty good, and it looks like we can maybe see even a breakout and finish this last move with a nice blow off top in Q1 2024. Something that we actually already have been anticipating since 2022 when we were talking about the 16-year cycle, and we do that right here on the BLX chart. And let me go to the weekly time frame, because we're actually getting really close to a topping period in the 16-year cycle. I personally already took some chips off the table. That is just because of risk management. I've went all in at $16,000 and I just took some profits right here off the table. This is just more than logical to do in my case. I'm still for 50% allocated in crypto, 50% I'm allocated in stables. And I definitely made a huge profit during the past year. 2023 has been a very good year. Also has a way more easy year in terms of price action. This is definitely easier for me personally to trade. For example, also this Ethereum trade was a very good setup, and this is something that we also did over on Whirl Portal. I actually prepared the people from Whirl Alerts already months in advance. In December, I was already saying time for ETH will come most likely in January. You can prepare now. These are the buying zones. It was actually the green zone. We have a small dip below the green zone, which actually provided an extra opportunity once we reclaimed this wide level. And that went rather fast, and we can see Ethereum just, kind of like breaking out of this rising wedge formation, similar what Bitcoin did a couple of months ago. So Bitcoin also had a similar structure, rising wedge formation, broke out to the upside. Ethereum often just follows later. So there was a very unique opportunity. I'm glad we could capitulate on that. We could take advantage of this opportunity, because these opportunities don't arise that often. They arise every once a year, maybe once every couple of years. So this was just a very beautiful trade, guys. And let's have a look at some other charts. We have DYDX that also bouncing from a buy support right now. Some altcoins are really looking good, guys. We have DYDX in Bitcoin terms also seeing a nice bounce right here. We have GMX looking good against Bitcoin, also bouncing from the buy zone right here, retesting the resistance. So altcoins are actually looking good, guys. This altcoin is crazy. I already took profits on this one, but this is Apex token. We actually longed this on Whirl Alerts right here from this green box, and this token just goes insane. It's up 450%. So yeah, very beautiful, guys. As you can see, all these altcoins right here, they're doing really good. Dogecoin is starting to set up for a beautiful trade right here. It's not only going up in US dollar terms, but it's also going up in Bitcoin terms. We can see this bounce right here. Not really bullish divergence yet, but if we do take a look at the Bitcoin dominance right here, we can see that most likely we get a rejection from this former support turning into resistance. So it looks like here that the Bitcoin dominance wants to take a dip. And yeah, basically that money from Bitcoin will flow to altcoins. And of course, guys, this news, that Bitcoin ETF news, will be on the mainstream media. It will wake up a lot of retail investors, right? Retail investors, they often think, oh, Bitcoin is too expensive. They want to speculate in altcoins. That's often how it goes. So I would say right now there is a time for altcoins, but I'm also sticking to the point, guys, with Bitcoin. I still think that on a midterm scale, we're very close to a top. And yeah, it still has to turn out whether we are seeing a regular 4-year cycle, whether we are seeing a 16-year cycle. The difference is that if we are seeing a top in a 16-year cycle, it will be followed by a very long bear market. And if we are seeing a top in a regular 4-year cycle, it will be followed by a correction, which eventually in 2025 can be picked, or at the end of 2024, can be picked up into an uptrend again. So that's the big difference between those two scenarios. I want to prepare myself basically for both. That's also why I left... where I put some chips on the table right here at roughly slightly below 45,000 US dollars. The reason why I did that is because I always have this all-in and all-out mentality. I'm always like, with all my money in crypto, or I take it all out, right? And that all-out almost never happens. It's almost always all-in. So it's just a one-way street, all-in mentality. And I have been not really taking profits in the past, right? And I've been going all in right here at 16K, which is just a perfect entry, which has been doubling. And while it has been doubling over on Bitcoin, we have made a lot of profitable trades over on Ethereum and all the altcoins that I've been saying as well, like Apex, but we also traded Audi. This is just crazy profits. And I just don't want to have these profits then dive back into Bitcoin and Ethereum, stuff like that. No, I just want to take some chips off the table and put them in stables and maybe look for some different assets to buy. Maybe look at some real estate. Maybe just look at some different assets to not be completely dependent on the crypto markets, to not be 100% allocated in the cryptocurrency markets. But like I said earlier in this video, I'm still for 50% allocated. So yeah, 50% of my portfolio is still in crypto. I will definitely keep it that way for now. Then guys, I want to share with you a very important chart, because this chart might show us what is going, when the Bitcoin top is actually going to happen at the spot. And this is the stablecoin dominance chart. We have a declining channel right here, and as you can see, we are getting closer to that support, something that we also have been talking about already. If we touch that support, it is very likely, also with all the momentum indicators pretty oversold, it's getting very likely that that will mark the Bitcoin top, but maybe also basically the macro top in the crypto market. So right now we have seen a rally in Bitcoin. Maybe we are seeing that last push in the Bitcoin price. Then Ethereum will follow, microcaps will follow, stuff like that. That's always a little bit in the order that things are actually going. But I do think it is definitely possible that once we are coming into this support, that we sooner or later are preparing for a bounce. And it can be a little bit consolidation around that support and then bounce, but it can also be a dip in the support and then bounce. And I think this bounce will come along with a big correction in Bitcoin, but a big correction in the cryptocurrency markets in general. So that is coming, in my opinion, very soon. And that is, I think, in Q1 of 2024. So this quarter of this year. And that is something, that is already a plan that we have been making since 2022. So that's also the strength of that plan, because in 2022 we made the plan to go all in right here in month 47, roughly between at November 2022. And when I went all in at that specific moment, I also told myself I'm going to take profits starting from Q1 2024, and we are right now in that. So this yellow area right here is basically the area where we could top. This would be the this would be the starting point. That would be January, end of January 2024. But it can also go on into this yellow box, right? Somewhere in this yellow box, if we have a regular 4-year cycle, or maybe even a regular 4-year cycle or 16-year cycle, I would expect a top in this yellow box, followed by a correction. Like I said earlier, the difference between the two is that a 16-year cycle correction will be a multi-year long bear market, and a regular 4-year cycle correction might be a retest of this channel. Maybe, yeah, it might be a retest of this channel, fill some CME futures gaps right here, maybe even come as low as $30,000 possible, and then continue that uptrend, right? So that is a bit the difference, but in both scenarios, it is actually, we are getting closer to a top, where we are getting closer to a moment where you can actually take macro profits. So I'm not talking about short term, because short term, a lot of things can happen. If you want to predict the short term time frame, you gotta look at willportal.com at the pro charts. I think this is the best tool to predict it. Bitcoin's price in a short term time frame. So guys, this is my analysis of today's video. Nothing has basically changed. Everything is following the plan. Ethereum, beautiful breakout. And guys, right now we are seeing altcoin season happening, so a lot of liquidity is flowing to altcoins. And if you want to take advantage of that liquidity, because a lot of altcoins will grow against Bitcoin, you can trade these altcoins over on the Prime XBT exchange. Prime XBT exchange is one of the only exchanges where you can actually trade an altcoin pair against Bitcoin with leverage. So you can trade, for example, Cardano against Bitcoin, but you can also do Ethereum against Bitcoin, which of course has seen a massive rise. So guys, if you find these altcoin pairs interesting to trade with leverage, join Prime XBT with the affiliate link down below and enjoy a 7% deposit bonus and a 25% discount on your fees. Then guys, I want to thank every single one of you for watching. If you haven't done so already, make sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe, guys. Make sure you hit the bell icon, because the last days I've been a little bit sick. You might hear it in my voice. So it might not be that I'm going to upload every single day. I gotta recover a little bit, and I have also a lot of work to do with Will Portal. So definitely subscribe, hit the bell icon, so whenever I get lost in the algorithm because I haven't uploaded for 1 or 2 days, you still get an alert when I basically upload a video. That's very important. So if you don't want to miss all of this information on when to take profits, what's happening, and so on, make sure to subscribe with the bell notifications on. Guys, love you all very much, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.